James Holder, IFLTV, NTK Global. With me, I've got none other than Sam Eggington after his brutal points decision defeat today. Firstly, commiserations. Wasn't your night tonight, Sam. Talk me through the fight a little bit.
It was, it was tricky. He was on the back foot. He didn't want to engage, and I just didn't have it in the tank to push him as hard as I normally do. So he got the decision. It was close, but he got the decision on my own.
You seemed like you was very gaunt on the scale. You seemed dry. You had to remove your garments to make the weight. I saw during the fight today, I saw John Pegg sort of rubbing your legs a little bit at times during the fight. Do you think the weight has had any bearing on your performance tonight?
You know what, I don't want to put too much into it, because obviously, it looks like I'm trying to make excuses up, but making the weight was definitely a big deal this time. A lot of the camp was just purely making weight. We practiced a bit, but a lot of it was trying to cut the pounds out. From here on, it'll probably be going up a weight to like middle.
Did you think that MOHAMED MIMOUNE won the fight in there today? How did you feel when that final bell went? Was you confident he was going to get it, or did you think it was going to go to MIMOUNE?
Do you know what? I thought it was close. Honestly, I thought it was close. I know that inside, he didn't do much. I think I worked a bit more inside, but he definitely had the cleaner shots on the outside. With his little spin that he does. So, I suppose he could see what he was doing more than what I was doing. So, it was close, but I wouldn't moan at the decision either way. He won it by, I think, a point. Two judges had the same, vice versa, and then the one judge had him 2 rounds in front, I think, was it, or something like that. So it was close, but it might be a blessing in disguise. We'll go up a weight and we'll go from there.
You're only 23. You've got hopefully potentially a long, hard career ahead of yourself. Do you think moving up a weight now will benefit you rather than killing yourself staying at the same weight?
Mate, I don't think I have a choice. If you're still making weight, because normally I don't do nothing on the day of the weigh-in. I normally wake up on weight, I'm fit and ready to go. Yesterday was a struggle, a big struggle, all the way up until the weigh-in, like you saw. So up until I got on the scales, I was overweight.
So the day of the press conference, after we finished and you guys were in a rush, you probably presume we were going to take off more weight.
I have to shoot off, yeah. It was a struggle, mate, but obviously you make it, it's part of the job, and it didn't work out this time. Like I say, it blessing in disguise, because if we'd have nicked it, in a few weeks we'd have probably talked our way back into water, saying it was fine, and it obviously ended. So we'll go. I think we'll go up a weight and we'll see what's there.
So you'll be moving up to 154.
Yeah, 100%.
Is it exciting?
I can't wait.
Fresh test, that extra pound, that extra couple of pounds that I'm going to take off.
Honestly, I can't wait. I mean, I feel good at 11 stone. I get to 11 stone in training, and everything seems to be working right. I can. I'm fast on the pads. I'm good in sparring. My runs are strong and stuff like that. So, 11 stone will be a massive difference to me in the way I box. Just with my style as well, the relentless style. I need that energy. I need that, that little bit of spite. But I just didn't have it today. I got him against the ropes when he was tucking up, and I went throwing. There was nothing there, and when I was throwing, there was half-hearted. Nothing was as spiteful as it normally was. So, we'll go from here. But
last time out when you suffered defeat, I saw you get the world's worst hairdryer treatment from Barry Hearn. What was the team around you like today after today's result?
I think everyone's, reading on the same page. Barry saw, everyone saw, that I was in there and I was fit and I was in good shape, but the weight I just didn't have the snap. I didn't have it in me. I didn't have the energy, and everyone's reading off the same hymn sheet, and they all saw the same thing, and they said, look, it's that time to move up, and we'll go from there, and that's about it. I mean, I was always going to campaign at welterweight where I had a title, and I had one. So, we lost the title, and it's time to move up.
Have these difficulties with the weight been an ongoing problem for you in last camps and last
fights? I mean, it's been difficult for a while. I mean, for the Gavin fight was quite a struggle. I made it a bit easier for the Malignaggi fight, but again Rodriguez was a struggle. And this one, it's just, you know, hit the nail on the head.
I want to bring in some of your team at the moment. Let's talk to Louis Cunahan. Let's talk to none other than John Pegg. And Soggy, how are you, mate? How do you sort of come in, lads? How do you sort of assess his performance tonight? And what would you lot like to see him do potentially from here?
Basically, he'll be able to go up and train now for boxing. These last few camps, he's been training to make weight, and that's it. And it's a drain on the soul. He hasn't enjoyed his boxing because he's not doing boxing, he's just weight making. And because he's so dedicated and so kind of single-minded, he's done it. And he's still managed to grind wins out. But this time was the first time we've gone, ow, that's hurt to get there. And he's still, you know, like I say, he lost a split decision. And, you know, the guy, he just couldn't get the angle in. But when he got him, the fire weren't there that makes him what he is. So when he moves up, you'll see the absolute best of him. And, you know, it's not like a defeat's going to crush this kid. Because you've seen what a defeat done before. It turned him into a better fighter. And Barry come in, and we couldn't believe how good Barry was. Because Barry knew he weren't 50% tonight, and he lost the split decision. Simple as that. So we'll be back to the training camp, back to working, up to light middle, and we'll see from there. What do you think, so?
100%. I mean, to be fair, for a long time he's been contemplating about moving up, but it's difficult to move up when you've got a big title. You know, European champion. It's, you know, and Barry says it's a blessing in disguise. You know, if we would have won today, what if we would have gone in for the next fight with a massive punch out and we feel knackered at the weight? So, you know, he didn't get beat up. You know, it was, he did get, fair result. But no one's saying it wasn't a fair result. It was a fair result. But it's time to move up now. So,
You know, the Sam Eggington of his last 3 fights, that guy wouldn't have, the guy was fading in the middle range, and then you seen him, he could feel that there weren't much there left in Sam either, and he'd give him a bit of life. The Sam Eggington of the last 3 fights, he'd have crushed that guy in the middle range, because the guy was starting to feel it, and we give him a little bit of life back. But it is what it is, we're going to learn from it. He'll be a much better fighter at light middle, and that's where we're going to go then.
Where's Racing Sam? I'm sorry it weren't your night tonight, and I know what it meant to you to be the European champion. But as I said, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that you're going to go up a weight and restart the campaign again.
Yep, fingers crossed everything goes well.
Last word to Nicola Adams lookalike Max Maxwell before we go. How are you, mate?
Every girl that come my way, I'm going to bash her. Tell her I'm going to bash her.
I'll see you soon.
See you later.